Alright, y'all. You just see a little bit. I've been cleaning, as y'all can see. It's pretty clean. I got stuff up there. And I'm getting the bins. I gotta go through that little stuff right there. That's it. And it's really not much. It's just my laundry bags. I'm gonna organize those. Alright, my mix is in. So I got packages today. This is my mix. I'll open that in a minute. And this is the replacement headset. So this is the new one. Oh, this is the old one. So y'all can see it broke here. The original break was right here. There's a piece. I'm gonna show y'all. So this is the new one. It's the new one. So this is the new one. And you see, y'all can see it. Put the headset down. This right here is broken. See? Right there. That was the first piece to break off. And so it caused a really weird, if you can see it, it's a weird bend because that broke. And there's other people I saw on YouTube that have had that same problem. And then the next piece that broke off was, I'm trying to get it so y'all can see it. This interior piece right here. I don't know if y'all can really see it. There, you can see it. So that was the next piece that broke off, and then the headset, y'all can see, we're just kind of just cracked apart. The headset, see, it broke right there, and then the little holder against your head came off. Now, I'm gonna turn. Hey y'all. Alright, so this is the mix that I got from Amazon. I was about to Giardiniera. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna look up and find if I can find somebody saying the name so I get it down right. This one is from a Middle Eastern company called Zayed. It's more oil-based, but I guess some have vinegar. It has oil and vinegar in here. But this has more of the mix that I saw at Subway. So I'm going to do that, and I got a sub here I'm getting ready to crunch into. And the sub of the day is still available at regular Subways. That's all the truck stops that are stopping doing this to rip truckers off. The dude was mad. He was right to be mad. And I'm like, you know, we already trying to eat healthy. Subway is one of our more healthy alternatives, and these bastards are trying to gouge us just like everybody else. I almost want to do a boycott, but I can't boycott until I get a truck where I can put a refrigerator in there. I can't these buttholes. Anyway, I was gonna bring it into the shop tomorrow. I waited for my package to come, and I decided to go ahead and bring it in today. I'm going to talk about that favor conversation we're talking about and phone calling when you're on home time. So, my driver manager's at the office today. They sent a message over to Qualcomm. And today, I got a call. It's from somebody at the office. I ain't calling back till Monday. I'm going to tell y'all a story in a minute on why. They calling me about a load for Monday. Well, then you can call me on Monday. I'm on home time. I'm not working. If I choose to send you something on work, that's my choice. And if I ask you to respond, then you should do that. But if I ain't called you about nothing, then you ain't sent nothing to this truck. You're making a phone call. Phone calls usually result in BS. I'm just letting y'all know. I'll tell y'all my story in a minute. I'm going to tell you my other story in a minute for two trainers. Well, I think I told y'all the trainer bill one. We were in Chicago, but I might repeat it. But anyway, I'm on home time, and something I learned from Trucker Bill, not Trainer Bill. Don't ever answer your phone on home time. On my group online, there are several people on different groups that I'm on. I think it's Black CDL holders. One of the guys talking about he was on home time. He done went out and had cocktails in Vegas. He chilling on the home time. They called him about a load that they got in the Vegas area. They need somebody to run it. Can he do that for them right then and there? He like, look, I can't run nothing. I done had drinks. This person on the phone told him, you know, how many drinks you have? Well, I just had a drink. Well, you should be able to drive okay. Don't answer your phone on home time. These folks crazy. Crazy as hell. That freight is more important in your life. He would have drove that load, they would have had him in handcuffs at any accident. Even if he wouldn't have been at fault, somebody hit him, they're going to research him, and if they do a blood alcohol and find any alcohol in his system, he would have been in handcuffs. Or the automatic accident would have turned to been his fault because as a commercial driver who had been drinking, he shouldn't have been in that area. That's what they would have done. And he would have been up for manslaughter if the person had died. All because some idiot on the phone calling you on your home time, asking you to do something. Don't call me on my home time. I learned this lesson in the early days with my newbies. Listen to me. A lot of times you're out here trying to prove yourself to these people. They don't really care. Don't prove yourself to them. Prove yourself to yourself. Who is it? Grind Mo J? That's what I like. He said something on his where I compete with myself. I do the same thing. I'm not trying to compete with other people. I'm on some groups for folks trying to compete. No, I'm not trying to compete with you. Competing with other people will get you killed. Because maybe they do have stamina to do something to you. Maybe they got a better skill set to do something better than you. Maybe they handle the truck better than you, vice versa. I'm not trying to compete with you. I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to try to be better for me. And I'm going to compete against myself if I so feel the need. And really it's just more so enhancing my skill set for myself. Challenging myself if I need to. Okay? But y'all listen to me on this home time. For my newbies, and if you experience and you want to listen, this is my philosophy. If I'm off from work, you shouldn't be talking to me. If I reach out to you to give you some information because I forgot to do something, that's voluntary. I'm doing that on my own accord. You're not paying me on my off time. If I was in a corporate office and I'm at home, if I'm on call, guess what? You got to pay me to make a phone call to me to do my job. I have an aunt who actually ended up having to, I think it's the state of Arizona she was working for, and they had her own call because she worked in the computer department. They were paying them back in the day when there was a difference between men and women in the workplace, still is, but they paying the men on call. They wasn't paying her nothing. So she had to go and do, I think it was either labor board or EEOC, whichever one. She had to do it, and she won her complaint. They had to back pay her on call pay. She retired from them, but they had to pay that woman for on call pay. If you on call, then they need to pay you to call you if you on call on your off time. I don't care if it's a truck. I'm at home. Don't call me on home time. Well, give us a call about, no, I'm not doing that. And here's where I learned my lesson. And Bill laughed at me when it happened. Calling me on home time is just like the favor. It's the same effed up thing in trucking. Okay? I was working for Conway at the time. Okay? I'm on home time in Lubbock, Texas with my dad. I done had drinks, I done hung out, I'm chilling like a villain. The day before my home time is supposed to end, was it the day before? Either the day before or 2 days before. I get a phone call from a planner. My dumb behind, I didn't know any better. Alright, call him back. Don't ever do that. I call him fool back, and he gonna say they had a Coca-Cola load just south of where I was in Lowe, but so Coca Pepsi, one of them, and it's the empty cans. Just south of where I was in Texas. And they needed to get that to Colorado. Okay? I think it was Colorado. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Colorado. They wanted me to pick the load up, and the load scheduled pickup time was like the next day, but I was still been on home time. So what he was trying to do was get me to come off home time a day early to go get this load. I said, no, sir. I have things and appointments because I was going to see my dad's doctor, a whole bunch of stuff I have to do, but I will be off home time the scheduled date that I gave you. I'm happy to get the load on that date. He's like, oh, okay, I'll let him know you're going to pick it up late. I said, well, you also realize I'm not going to be able to deliver it by the due date, so you need to make corrections. Oh, yeah, I'll take care of all of that. As soon as I picked that load up, these people start blowing up my freaking phone. I almost went there because I'm still pissed off about it today. We actually ended not too shortly after that load. They started blowing up my phone, trying to have me. The truck is governed at 65 miles an hour. I'm driving all sorts of terrain, so I'm not just hauling. I'm not all the way to the floor with it. Like I said, I drive my loads. I'm also driving windy areas, curvy areas. I don't know. Finally, they called so much, I said, okay, this is what's going to happen. Y'all can continue this calling, and I'm going to park this truck and go take a nap. And that's what the hell I did. I slept a whole 10-hour sleep apart, so the load was extra late. I cooled your shit down. Then they're like, well, they don't want you to carry. Then don't ask me. And then my driver manager, who was that crazy chick I was working for, I told her, I said, look, you need to go back to the dude that called me. You guys called me. He's supposed to make arrangements for this load to be delivered. You're not going to sit here and ride me and harass me. I'm driving a large vehicle. That's stressful. That can make you have accidents. That's some crazy shit. So, you do that if you want to, but you're going to find out every time you do it, I'm going to pull the truck over and go to bed. Or I'm going to pull the truck over, get off, and go do something else. And if we get in employment, we just end employment. I really don't care. But you are not going to harass me in doing my job. That was shortly, I think we went like a week or two more. They sent me to the load up in Canada. None of the paperwork was right. They had me run a local run. So I should have actually had a day off to reset to go into Canada with the load from Texas. I had to U-turn that truck 6 times at the border of Sweetgrass, Montana. And then the lady gonna call laughing to me. I told the planner I didn't think you had hours. We're done. You don't play with me like that, and you don't put me in that position. But it also taught me to double check my stuff, because I was trusting them on a lot of my stuff. But that's that newbie thing. Don't trust these companies. Always double check your stuff for yourself. Okay. Don't answer your phone on your home time. Complete your home time, and then when your home time is up, then handle business. Or don't. Or when you get ready to reach out for them. You're out here doing the hardest part of the job. They sit in the office and they go home to a husband, a wife, or a house, a dog, a comfortable setting. You sacrificing in order to, yes, maybe you like to make money, but you're also sacrificing to run America, and they don't respect you. And they gonna treat you like, no. You have to know who you are, what you want, and what your worth is, and what your value is. Once you know that, you won't tolerate this stupid phone call crap. No, you won't. That's what you'll do. I'm just saying. Anyway, I got a call today about some load on Monday. I'm not calling nobody until Monday. I'll respond back on Monday. My driver manager's not in. Some dude called me. And like I told you, even the alerts that I'm getting on there, I think that might be a little bit retaliatory, because I had certain planners that called and I ain't responded to their return calls. And I'm not. You need to go through my driver manager. And any loads you want should come to this Qualcomm. I want it in writing. Phone conversations are supposed to be recorded. It's supposed to be and actually happening are 2 different doggone things. I'm not trying to be a be-all. I did management, and I understand covering your assets. I watched the guy, I think it's Junior Hernandez or whatever, with Prime. He had a load, and on the phone the guy says, oh yeah, put it at this temperature. He said, send that to the Qualcomm. When he got to the customer denied the load because the load was not at the temperature they wanted. But because he had it in writing on the Qualcomm, that doesn't fall on him. It falls back on the driver manager or planner who put that on there. Cover your assets. You are on home time. Why in the hell are you calling me? Don't call me on home time. I'm not trying to be a bitch. That load will wait through the weekend Monday. If that load is still here and it's available for the time I'm leaving, then I'll take the load. As long as the trailer is legally safe and sound, I'll take it. Paperwork's in order. Just a heads up. Don't come with the BS. Proper way to handle your stuff and cover your assets. I'm just telling y'all. Anyway, I'm sitting here waiting to go in. Hub seal leaking. They got me in the B service line, so I don't know if they're going to do a B service. It probably needs it. 12 degrees of fifth wheel. I'm getting a California bid inspection, which is like a DOT inspection on crack. And I'm sitting here getting ready to eat me my sub and my Giordar in the mix. And work on some more stuff in this truck until they tell me to get off the truck to work on the truck.